Football Friday Night is brought to you by Hawthorne Bank. With 7 locations in mid-Missouri, we're here to help you. St. Mary's Sports Medicine, we'll get you back in the game. Rourke Aluminum, Steve's Pest Control, Custom Screen Printing, and Randy Kaiser, State Farm Insurance. It's Football Friday Night. Here's Rod Smith.
And good evening. Welcome to a brand new high school football season. A hot start and a late start for many area teams. Some games that just finished up at this hour. We begin our coverage at Jefferson City High Adkins Stadium, where the Jays open the new year with McClure North. Late start due to that excessive heat. Started about 7:45. All defense in this one, especially in the opening half. First quarter, Jay senior Zach Bond, 2 interceptions. Nice run back on the second one, giving Jefferson City good field position. Jays would drive inside the red zone, tried a couple wildcat runs. Then this one is picked off in the end zone. Still no score midway through the second quarter of play. Jays defense, though, comes up with another big play. Jermise Booker on the sack knocks the ball free. Jeff City recovers. They place it at the 1-yard line. Very next play, Elijah Pittman takes the hand, and he goes over. First points of the season, 7-0 Jays late in the first half. Jeff City would keep McClure North off the board. 4th interception in the first half, Isaac Moreland, the pick. 7-0 at halftime. JT Bolkin, a 47-yard field goal. Isaac rolling a 9-yard touchdown in the second half. Jays win it 17-0 with 5 interceptions. Tom Leffler has more on this game and McClure North. He watched the Jays opener tonight and has a story on the website. Leffler's link on our sports page. One of the best matchups in the state, we thought, in Columbia tonight. 4th-ranked Rockbridge against number 6 Rockhurst. A.J. Ofadle in the Class 6 state championship game last November. Rockhurst already up 7-0 in the first. Quarterback T.J. Green calls his own number. There's his dad in the stands. It was 14-0. Hawklets on top. Still in the first, Rockhurst rolling. Green rolls out. Jimmy Dixon, 5 yards. Score 21-0. Make it 28-0 here. 67-yard bomb. Green to Lance Bain. Rockbridge finally got on the board. 4 minutes left in the first half. Nick Collins from a yard out. But the Hawklets just too much tonight. Green throws for 23 yards and another touchdown later as Rockhurst wins it. 49-14 the final. It was not a good night for Columbia teams. Hickman losing on the road at CBC, 63-14. Battle falling to Jackson in a high-scoring affair, 62-34. Opening night for Blair Oaks, one of the top programs in the state, moving up to Class 3 this year, but they have been playing bigger schools for years, including Class 4 Moberly. The Spartans beat Blair Oaks in the opener last year. Spartans on the board first in this one, a field goal. It was 3-0 Moberly until late in the first half. Falcons, long drive, over 80 yards here. Swing pass to Dominic Jamerson. Nice moves. He's getting some D1 offers, and you can see why. Blair Oaks trying to cool off there in the sideline tent on a hot night. Later on this same drive, Hare to Jacob Wilbers. Nice little play here, sets up the touchdown. Hare with a couple of scores tonight, takes this one in just before halftime. 7-3 Blair Oaks at the half. The lights went out in this thing early in the second half, so they're still playing. Adam Schell had a 75-yard punt return. It's 21-3 Blair Oaks in the fourth quarter. The lights are working. A special night at California High where the Pintos christened the new Riley Field. Our own Tony Mullen was there. Tony?
Thanks, Rod. Big night in California after several years at the old Riley Field. The Pintos moving into a new home this season. First game tonight at the new Riley Field, built right next to California High School. They started this thing late in the summer, but they got it football ready. California coming off back-to-back state semifinal appearances, hosting Booneville. Lots of defense. Aaron Kendrick with the early sack. Only 2 scores in the first quarter, both of them on bad punts that resulted in safeties. It was 4-0 after 1 quarter. When was the last time you saw that in football? First touchdown early in the second. Jaden Barr up top to Drew Norton for the touchdown. Pintos would start to run away with this one, 17-0 at the half, and they win this one big. The final score tonight, California 44-0 over the Booneville Pirates. Pintos will play at home again next week against Mexico. Booneville at home for its home opener next Friday night. Rod, let's send it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Tony. Beautiful new facility at California, but they're not alone. South Callaway also opening play on some new turf. Big renovations in Mocaine this summer. That looks so pretty. Big ribbon cutting against Putnam County. The Midgets in town. First quarter, Dakota Ballard in from 11 yards out. They like that new turf. Midget third down here. Dylan Hare recovers a fumble. He'll take it in. South Callaway up 14-0. Cheerleaders love that. Still in the first, Troy Henches, 32 yards to Corey Hanger, who had 4 touchdowns tonight. South Callaway breaks in the new field with a big 55-6 win over the Midgets. More high school opening night highlights coming up. We'll take you to the lake, Ashland, Fayette, and Tolton. Also Mexico, a meeting of new head coaches leading the Bulldogs and Thunderbirds. Stay with us on a Football Friday night. Welcome back to Football Friday night, week number 1. New coaches in mid-Missouri for 6 different teams this season. 2 of those going head-to-head in Mexico tonight. The Bulldogs opening the season with Steve Haig in charge, the former Mizzou offensive lineman. Mexico hosting North Callaway with new head coach Kevin O'Neill. North Cal quarterback Cole Branson scrambling out of the pocket finds Trevor Crisp for the touchdown. Mexico's DeMilo Nunley, though, with a long run here. Mexico answers back with a Bulldog touchdown. Baby, you gotta like that. Defensive play here. Bulldogs. Cole Jaramillo intercepts. Nicely done. Speaking of defense, Thunderbird defender Adam Reno with the sack. Just finished up in Mexico, 35-12. The Bulldogs win. Congrats to Steve Haig, his first win as a head coach for the Bulldogs. Let's head down to the lake where Devin Johnson now is the head coach at his alma mater, leading the school, the Osage. The Indians entertaining the Fulton Hornets. Fulton fumbling the snap here. Osage recovers. Leland Scott falls on it. Indians ball. A few plays later, the quarterback, Austin Riley, to Jeb Robertson. Finds him. 31-yard scoring strike as the Indians would take the lead. Osage's Justin Heiser brought his running shoes tonight. Takes off all the way, 42-yard, make it 52-yard touchdown for Austin. Justin goes in, I should say. Osage leading 28-0 at half. They win it 41-14. That will be Devin Johnson's first win. To Southern Boone High School in Ashland, the Eagles have a new head coach, Trent Tracy, making his debut tonight against St. Pius X from Festus. Not a good start for Southern Boone. First play of the game, they fumble on the running play. St. Pius recovers in Eagle territory. That leads to this, a 32-yard boot. Brendan Withrow through the uprights. 3-0 Lancers. Southern Boone showing some good defense here. Linebacker Grant Anderson, the sack to force St. Pius into another field goal. Southern Boone would take the lead at halftime, though, 13-6. The Lancers, though, would hold on to win it 27-26. The lights actually went out in Ashland tonight. They turned it back on. Eagles scored a late touchdown, went for 2, didn't get it. So that is a 1-point loss for Southern Boone. But Versailles comes up with a win. The Tigers went 0-10 last year. Taylor Dobbins had 98 yards rushing. Brock Silver's first win as a head coach. Congrats to the Tigers. Jeff Shore and Camdenton. The Lakers now 1-0. They beat Hillcrest down in Springfield 35-14. Tipton falls to Lexington 40-zip. It was Centralia big over Highland 42-6. Borgia downing Owensville. Dutchman fall there. It was Rolla losing to Lebanon. Republic down Smith Cotton. And Montgomery County gets hammered by Herman. The Bearcats win it big 61-12 at Montgomery. Another new head coach at Hallsville, the Indians, led by Ty Harrison, making a trip to Fayette tonight. Opening kickoff, look at this. Skylar Creed takes it on the run, finds a seam, breaks to the outside all the way down to the 31-yard line. That's a pretty nice start to the ball game for Hallsville. Couple first downs later, Creed will finish the drive with a 1-yard touchdown. Hallsville on top. Start of a big night. The senior wasn't done. Going in through the right side, 11 yards for Creed. Hallsville led it 47-0 at the half. They win it 54-6. Ty Harrison picks up win number 1 as the Hallsville Indians' new head coach. The newest football program in Boone County, the Harrisburg Bulldogs, kicked off their first full varsity season tonight, taking on Father Tolton in Columbia. The Trailblazers beginning just their 3rd season of varsity play. Tolton took control early. Christian Elliott carries in 26-yard touchdown. Chad Masters and Tolton led it 49-0 at the half. They would cruise to a 63-0 win over Harrisburg. Meanwhile, St. James over Cuba, 12-6 is the final. West Strand still playing. They lead Mark Twain 40-26 in the fourth. Salisbury a big winner. Paris over Schuyler County 38-7. And Van Far, let's hear it for the Indians, 46-0 over North Shelby. More high school football tomorrow. The Helias Crusaders open the season a day earlier than expected. That Sunday ESPNU game will be played tomorrow night, 8 p.m. without ESPNU. That is our Central Bank KRCG tailgate beginning at 6 o'clock. Free t-shirts, hot dogs, and more. The Eldon Mustangs kick off. They will kick off the new season. New start time tomorrow morning at 10:30, hosting Madison College Prep. While the offense gets most of the glory, each nights we highlight Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week on a Football Friday night. California's new Riley Field, here it is. Pinto's Aaron Kendrick with the big sack. Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Night. And our KRCG Team of the Night honors, as voted on by the Football Friday Night staff, the Versailles Tigers, winless last season, undefeated so far this year. Brock Silver picks up his first career win as a head coach. Our KRCG Team of the Week goes to Versailles. Don't forget to check out our high school football central page at connectmidmissouri.com for all of tonight's final scores and highlights. Also visit our Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Ashley Zavala, the KRCG social media queen, is at work tonight. Thanks for all of your help. And some other scores. Fulton Soccer 6-2 over Warrenton. Austin Wilson with 5 goals. Congrats to the Jeff City Lady Jays tennis team. Henry Thompson and company win the Kickapoo tournament. Blair Oaks leads Moberly 21-3 in football with just 4 minutes left. Lights are still working. We're about ready to turn our lights off, though. Thanks to our Football Friday Night crew, Tony Mullen, TJ Fensky, Seth Trotter, Lucas Bond, Ashley Zavala, Brandon McAway, Concasa, and producer Jenny Weiser, and All-State Director Phil Capps. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.
Football Friday Night has been brought to you by Hawthorne Bank, St. Mary's Sports Medicine, Rourke Aluminum, Steve's Pest Control, Custom Screen Printing, and Randy Kaiser's State Farm Insurance.